Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of, sorry, I'm just dropping cards, the March 11th. We're just going to jump right in here if I can learn how to shuffle. It's my first day, Scorpio, so give me a break. But you start here with this card that says, own your time and give it meaning. Don't let it pass you by. You also have this card that says, don't let people suck the air out of your spirit. Yes, I feel like you need to keep pushing on something that you're working on. You know, it's like you're about to get recognized for your work. I feel like for some reason I feel that your work or something that you're working on has been frustrating. It's like you're not seeing the results that you desire or that, you know, whatever. I don't know what to say. It's like you're not seeing the results that you think you deserve, which you probably do deserve the results. It's like obviously you're doing the work. Is the Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work and putting the work out into the world. So like I said, I feel like you're doing the work, but maybe you're just not getting the results or seeing the results how you want to see them at this time. And you know, again, but the good news is that I feel like that's about to change. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords here. The Three of Pentacles, like I said, is a card of quality work and making sure that you stand out for the work that you do. Again, he's standing out for the work that he has done, and he's getting attention for the work that he has done as well. So, you know, I feel for a lot of you that you could finally be getting the recognition or the attention that you deserve on the work that you do. I also do feel it would be an amazing time for teamwork. You have the Three of Pentacles. You also have the Three of Cups as well. So if you're trying to do anything at all in your life in general, then I would say that anything you can do to work on a team with other people would be a great idea. Again, Three of Pentacles says, you know, teamwork makes a dream work. Three of Cups is a card of your community or working together with people. You have the Two of Pentacles, so definitely a time of like work hard, play hard. So if you're working hard, make sure you're balancing it out with playing hard as well. I also feel that you are spinning a lot of plates. You know, it's like you are very busy, and I would make sure that you're not just being busy. I would make sure that you're being effective at this time. There's a lot in the astrology that really encourages us to be effective or to make sure that we're doing what is effective and not just, you know, doing stuff all over the place, right? So I would make sure to do that here. You have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is a card of resting, relaxing, recovering. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be going through a recovery period, or you're coming off of a recovery period. Again, this first row kind of represents your general energies, but the first row I also read as the past. So I feel for a lot of you that you have been in a recovery period or you've been recovering something, maybe for years for some of you. And it's like you're finally getting back on your feet is kind of what I feel here. So, you know, I really like that. Looks really good. Let's see. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the moon. You have the moon twice here. The moon is about not being sure exactly what to do. You know, the moon kind of represents a bunch of things. I'm going to show you on this card. It's just easier to see, right? There's this path straight down the middle of the moon, and the path straight down the middle says that you have to go down a path, but it's like dark, and you might not know what to do. This dog and this wolf, dog and coyote, whatever you prefer, kind of represents, you know, they kind of are a warning to the fool when he goes off on his path. But at the same time, they kind of represent our wild side and our domestic side and maybe needing to balance the two energies out. The lobster here kind of represents our emotional armor, and you know, it basically says it's really hard to move when we're wearing a bunch of emotional armor. So if you're, you know, wanting love, but you're also not being open, this could say that it's like time to open up for love, right? If you want to be successful, but you have like money blocks, then there might be things that you need to remove so that you don't block money from coming into your life. You know, the list goes on and on. But what I would say is I would look at what you're trying to accomplish, and if you feel blocked, then I would say, what is blocking me, right? Sometimes we just need to ask the question, literally, and we get an answer from like the universe, or maybe we feel something, and I definitely feel that on the moon card. I feel it saying you need to explore your emotions so you can set yourself free. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Strength card. Strength is a card of patience, but Strength is a card of building strength, which I feel you definitely have. I feel like people are seeing you as strong. Maybe you've overcome a lot, or you've been dealing with a lot of difficulties and challenges, and I really feel this is going to pay off in the long run, whatever it is that you're dealing with. With the Four of Swords, you have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups can be a love offer, of course, so I do feel that there could be a really solid love offer coming in for you with the Page of Cups. I feel like this could be a person who makes you happy. Definitely could be a water sign, but doesn't have to be. Fire stands out to me as well. You literally have fire and water in your next draw. I'll show you in just a second. So, it could be a, fire and water combination, water with fire. I feel like you always get this combination as well. So it really wouldn't surprise me if you attracted like a fiery water sign or a watery fire sign, right? Does that make sense? Take it how it resonates, but definitely looks good to me if you are desiring love. This could be a new admirer. I kind of feel like this is a newer person or, someone that maybe is a little bit newer. Again, you have this this water card. It says emotions are at their peak. Moon, I would watch your emotions. Moon, it doesn't say you can't express your emotions. It just says, keep an eye on your emotions and how you express them and, think about things first. Make sure you're balancing your wild side, with your domestic side and all that other good stuff. So I like the moon. I know some people read it as a little bit more of a challenging card, and it definitely has its challenges, but overall I think that it's a positive card. You have this fire. It says reckless action leads to conflict. So again, balance the two sides, right? I think that this is saying if you're going to take action on something, make sure you think it through and take your time and don't make any hasty decisions at this time as well. But again, you could be attracting a person who's like fire with water, water with fire. We already went over that. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Moon. Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, is it worth it for you to be working on the Seven Pentacles, or would there be something that's better for you to do? Or could there be something that's different that would be better for you to do? I don't know. You're going to have to do your research, right? But I would look at the work you're doing, even if you're working on a side hustle or something like that. And I would say, ask yourself, is this the most effective way that I can do this? Or are there other ways to do things? Are there better ways to do things? And you might have to do some research. You might have to learn something new. But if you do that, you can do something. You can be much more successful and kind of like get a bigger bang for your buck. I swear I said this to you recently. It kind of reminds me of tarot. It's like I don't really do anything different than other tarot readers, but I get a lot more views. I'm not hating on anyone here or anything. I'm just saying, like, I do the same work and I get a bigger bang for my buck, right? I've been doing it longer, yes. I have a lot more experience, but than most tarot readers on YouTube. If I can toot my own horn, I'm one of the tarot OGs, right? I started my channel over 9 years ago now, so I've been doing this for a really long time on YouTube specifically. But again, I basically do the same thing, right? So again, what I'm saying is there might be a way to do what you're doing, whatever it is, where you really don't have to do any more work, but there might just be little things you could correct or do that would get you more views on YouTube, for example, or whatever it is that you do. And again, you're going to have to learn. I would learn from experienced people, read books, educate yourself, all that other stuff. You have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a celebration. So I feel like there could be, a lot of celebrations or happiness coming in for you in general. So if you're trying to, improve or grow or improve your life in some way, it looks to me like you could be improving your life here with the Three of Cups. You have the Moon again. And again, the Moon also kind of represents secrets or illusions or not being sure what to do. But the Moon is part of the Fool's journey, and the Fool has to go down the center of the card here, and he has to get to those mountains no matter what. So the Moon is about kind of like an accomplishment, getting to those mountains and accomplishing something no matter what. So I feel for some of you, this is saying that even if you don't think you know what to do, you have to move forward anyway. The Moon comes up, the Moon goes down, the Sun comes up. So, eventually the Sun does come up. So even if you're not sure about your direction in life right now, I would just one foot in front of the other. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is a card of curiosity. I think that you can't help yourself but be curious at this time, Scorpio. I literally said this I did a 2024 reading with Christopher Witecki from Serious Joy TV. We did a collective reading, or we read for all 12 signs. And in that reading, I basically said that, I'm paraphrasing what I said, so, there you go. But, I basically said that I see Scorpios doing a lot more exploration this year and kind of being more curious. So again, I think curiosity is going to be very beneficial for you. Some smarty pants always leaves me a comment saying, curiosity killed the cat. I'm like, last time I checked, you're not a cat. So you're a human. Curiosity doesn't kill humans for the most part, unless you're doing something stupid. But, that should go without saying, right? With the Three of Cups, you have the Ace of Cups. Definitely love here. I feel like you could be attracting a person that a lot of people are interested in. So there you go, Scorpio. I would go for it. And again, I feel that this could be love that makes you very happy. Ace of Cups is your emotions overflowing, being very happy, getting something you want. So definitely a lot of happiness here. With the moon, you have the Judgment card. Judgment is like waking up to something. On the Judgment card, these people are rising up out of these coffins. And, the coffin represents their old life. Outside the coffin represents their new life. I do feel that you are kind of about to step into a new life, something that's going to make you a lot happier. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this card that says comfort. It says your income is steady and living comfortably. Love it. It says keep raising the bar and get out of your comfort zone. Love it. I would keep raising the bar. You have this odd jobs card. It says consider creating multiple streams of income. Second job, odd job, freedom is more important than financial security. Sometimes it's okay to take a transition job, even if it doesn't lead to a career. So that's a mouthful, but I get something here about some of you working on something on the side. It's funny that I brought up YouTube. I'm not saying it has to be a YouTube channel, but, again, if you're thinking about doing anything on the side, thinking about starting a podcast or a YouTube channel or a side hustle, now would be a good time for you to do it. But I also feel you are kind of raising the bar in your life. The Two of Wands, like if there was a card of needing to raise the bar, it would be the Two of Wands. He is standing at the top of his castle. The story of the Two of Wands is that he rushed to a finish line and he didn't enjoy the journey. He just kind of, rushed. He had his success and now he's standing at the top of the castle and there's nothing more for him to do, or he thinks that way. He's looking at the world in front of him, but he has the whole world in his hands. He needs to realize that there is so much more for him to accomplish, or there are so many other things that he could do with his life. He has not seen the whole world. So I feel for a lot of you, this is saying, like, keep raising the bar. You will increase your opportunities and your options in life if you do that, and it will just lead to a lot more success. You have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is kind of like a passionate new beginning, and Ace of Wands is also out with the old, in with the new. So I do see like a big change coming in for a lot of you. If you want love, by the way, there is something here that could lead to marriage. You have the Four of Wands. So again, you could be getting into a situation with a person that leads to marriage, or you could be meeting a person that leads to marriage. This would be a very passionate new beginning. I feel like there's a lot of desire and attraction here as well. I'm not really picking up on any sign. Could be water sign, water or fire, like we already said, but nothing is really standing out to me. So whatever, take it how it resonates. You have the Ten of Wands. I do feel like you have a lot of burdens at this time, and I would start looking at how you can remove certain responsibilities from your life. Like if there are responsibilities that are not yours that you're taking on, I would make sure you're not doing that. I would make sure that you are only accepting responsibilities that are your own in your life. And, I would definitely be careful of that with the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, though, is a long journey. He planted those wands. And so those wands are his harvest, and he's about to reach his home in the background here, and he's about to have a harvest. So again, I feel for a lot of you that you are actually about to have a harvest at this time. So let's see. With the Two of Wands, you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. I kind of feel like some of you are in a position where I don't feel good or bad about this card in your reading, and I'm not even getting anything traditional here. Like what's popping into my head is that you're in a place where it's like you've gotten everything you can out of it. It could literally be where you live. And so maybe there's no more growth opportunities where you live and you have to move. It could be a position that you have. It could be your business or whatever. And so it's almost like I see this as saying you've gotten everything you can out of it, Seven of Pentacles, but the universe wants you to keep growing. The universe wants you to keep evolving. We're in a time of evolution and growth, I believe. And I would look for those opportunities to grow, to evolve. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Devil. I would be careful of a sexual only type of relationship here. I was trying to be PG. That did not work at all, right? But I kind of feel like I would be careful if there's a person who comes in who seems surface level, but there could be a Capricorn as well coming in. As I always say, I do not think that the Devil has to be a bad card. So, could just be a Capricorn, a person with Capricorn in their chart or something that's coming in for you here. The other thing that I would say, and I just said this to Cancer, is that we have Saturn and Pisces devil can be Saturn. With Saturn and Pisces and also Neptune and Pisces, if there was ever a time where you should be manifesting a dream on Earth, and I'm saying this because you have this lizard spirit that says dream the world into being. So if there was ever a time where it was time to manifest like some sort of crazy dream on Earth, it would be right now, especially for water signs, because Neptune and Pisces is that big crazy ass dream that almost seems impossible. Saturn says, like, if you put the work in, sure, you can have it. So, again, I would put the work in and make it happen. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Death card, which is you showing up here. So, again, I feel that you are carrying some burdens or have been carrying burdens in your life. And I feel it's time to kind of release those burdens that you've been carrying. Also, by the way, you have the moon twice. The two pillars from the moon show up back here, and the sun is coming up between those two pillars. So, again, I feel for a lot of you that like the sun is coming up in your life, or there's about to be a lot more happiness. At the end here for the good stuff, you have this lizard spirit says dream the world into being. You have this porcupine spirit says time for beginner mind. So I feel for a lot of you that there is some sort of dream life that's coming in for you. Again, no matter what shows up here, it's going to be positive no matter what. I kind of feel like if you can dream it, you can have it. I also am getting the word dreamy as well. So if maybe you find a person dreamy or you're attracted to a person or whatever, this could be a person that's coming in for you. The porcupine, again, says time for beginner mind. So if you're learning something new, then, obviously you're going to have a beginner's mind, but that's a good thing. You're learning, you're progressing, and, you're creating success, hopefully. You have the Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Ten of Swords in the good stuff can represent a blessing in disguise. He's making a symbol right here with his hands, and it's the same symbol that the Hierophant is making on his card, and it just represents a blessing in disguise. So for a lot of you, it represents a blessing, but with the Ten of Swords, this could be a blessing in disguise. So something could have come to an end and in the past, and it's like you're being led to something that's so much better for you in your life. For some of you, I feel this could be love. Like if you have gotten out of a relationship over the past few years and maybe you really haven't found a person, I feel like there could clearly be a person that's coming in for you. You have the Five of Pentacles. And again, there are two people that are left out in the cold. Now that I think about it, you always get this card with me. And I'm always saying that it's almost like you're coming together with a person who has been through something very similar to you. And again, I think the reason this is a good thing is because that basically means that they're not going to do what happened to the both of you basically to them, or what am I trying to say? It's like they would never do what has happened to you in the past to you, because they've been through the same thing. It's like they understand how it feels. So, again, it's like two people who've been left out in the cold coming together finally. Obviously also, coming up in the good stuff, this could say that you're improving your finances. You have the Four of Wands here. Four of Wands, of course, can be a card of marriage. So you could be meeting a person that you will marry in the near future. So if you want love, definitely looks like love to me with the Four of Wands. If you want to set yourself free in life, definitely could be you setting yourself free as well with the Four of Wands. So I really like to see the Four of Wands as well. But let's see where this is going. Let's see here. That was terrible. So let's try that one more time. Pretend that didn't happen. Like I said, at the beginning of the reading, it's my first day, Scorpio, so bear with me. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Yep, definitely could be a Capricorn. Capricorn twice right here. Also, the Queen of Pentacles says you're slowly but surely increasing your resources. So you could notice that you're making more money, or you're maybe you're finding better deals or being more resourceful. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Five of Wands. Like I said, funny enough, Five of Wands, conflict and competition, but again, it's showing up in the good stuff. And Five of Wands would, in the good stuff, could say that you are, winning something or overcoming some sort of competition. But I also get the feeling, like I said, that there is a person that you're meeting where it's like you both have been through difficult periods of time or difficult people, and you are, it's kind of like you are, meeting a person who's been through something. It's like they've learned from their battles, and you have also learned from your battles. And I think that's what makes this, or will make this connection stronger, or very strong if you are meeting a person, is that you both have been through difficulties and now you're getting ahead. Yeah, with the Four of Wands, you have the Two of Wands, definitely success. Two of Wands is about taking the lead in your life and really making something happen. I also feel that some of you could be moving in the near future, or like over the next couple of years. I know that might seem like a long time. It's not. That to me, 2 years is the near future. So, it could be over the next 2 years. You could move. It could be a surprise as well. Like some of you, maybe you're sitting there right now saying, I'm not moving, but you never know. Things change. So, that could be for some of you. But I just feel good about this. I feel that you're growing. It's like you're raising the bar in your life. And I kind of feel this reading is encouraging you or saying that you are raising the bar in your life, just in general. And obviously, that's a good thing. So, let's see here. You have this older woman, it says dealings or relationships with an older woman, and you have this mountain, says major challenge to overcome. I would be careful of any people who cause problems, plain and simple, right? Over the past couple of years, I've made it a point to eliminate people that just always have problems in their life, that can't solve their own issues, basically, right? And it's not about being a jerk. People love to tell me what a jerk I am when I say this, but it's like, I don't care. They're like, losers are going to drag you down, right? You have to get the energy drainers out of your life, as Les Brown says. And he even uses the word losers as well. So, it's like sometimes some people are just freaking losers and you have to get them out of your life. And I feel like that's what that's saying. It doesn't mean you have to be mean to them or anything like that. You have this wedge card. It says someone is trying to become between you and a friend or something you want. Everybody gets this card. And, it's really weird. This year, I would be careful. Like, if you're meeting a new person and, like, someone is like, oh, this person, the person you're with right now is a cheater or a liar or whatever, it might not be true. It might be, like, an angry ex. It could just be a weird person who's, like, a stalker or something like that. So I would go directly to the person and don't, like, take some random weird third-party, advice for, as good information. But there's been a lot of this wedge energy coming up in reading, so definitely something I'd pay attention to. You have this June card and this Fair Man card. It says dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. You could be meeting a person who was born in the month of June, or you could be actually meeting a person in the month of June. I also feel like physical, which is weird. Like, that's the word that's popping into my head. Physical meeting. So again, maybe you know a person right now, or maybe you're about to meet a person, but you're just like talking, and then you physically meet in June. So there you go. You have this bridge card. It says successfully overcoming a problem, so wouldn't even worry about any challenges or problems. I feel like you're overcoming them. You have this arrow. It says you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Yes, keep going. You're definitely going in the right direction. I also feel like you're, really raising the bar in your life. So love it, Scorpio. Looks really good. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.